Phil, it would have been very easy out there with the conditions, and it was a high-pressure game, and they tackled well as what you did. What do you think won it in the end? Just your experience, or your toughness?
Yeah, I thought we were tough. You know, I thought they obviously came over with a plan. You know, against a Paul Roos team, there'll be an arm wrestle. I said that during the week. He brought the arm wrestle. We're happy to get in an arm wrestle.
What changed after that start, though? I mean, 21-0, 18 minutes in the first quarter. A, what went wrong in that period, and B, how did you fix it?
I actually thought they were tougher than us. All right, in that first quarter, I was really disappointed with that. They got on top at centre bounce. I think the ground ball differential at quarter time might have been +12 their way. Simple as that. They were harder at the ball. They came over with the plan, and probably took us that whole quarter to get ourselves back organised and realise it was going to be a really hard contest.
So the mindset changed after that, or did you just structurally change anything?
No, I think our guys just actually matched it, and we outworked them, and most importantly, out-tackled them in those conditions.
How did that ground ball differential progress through the quarters towards the end?
I watch it very closely. So the second quarter, I think it was +2, so we responded. Third quarter, surprisingly enough, was -13, I think, and we were +11 at the end. So we won the tackles convincingly, but now we've lost ground ball 2 weeks in a row. So that's an area we're going to do a fair bit of work on this week. Western Bulldogs are a really good ground ball team.
Is there any key to improving that? I mean, any sort of special trick?
Yeah, no, there is, and unfortunately for us, we've one of the areas where we do our ground ball craft, we've actually just had some AstroTurf laid. We haven't been able to get up there. I'm being assured from David Noble it'll be available Monday, and we'll be spending some time there.
You mentioned toughness, Phil. What do you make of the battle between Patrick Dangerfield and Bernie Vince?
That's not toughness. If you want toughness, watch what David Mackay did today. And that's why our team, I think, won the game in the end, because we had guys who were prepared to do that. That's ultimate toughness in our game of footy for mine, and I thought he set a great example. I said to the guys at three-quarter time, actually, did you just see what D-Mac did? If we can all emulate that in the last quarter, we're not going to lose this game.
What did you make of the sorry, Steve, you go.
I was just going to say, those tactics, though, is that going to be a template of what Paddy's going to face?
I can't answer that, but as far as I'm concerned, it was no distraction for us. That's part of footy. Get on with it.
Were you satisfied with the amount of support for Paddy? Because he was clearly being targeted by Bernie and by others. Was there enough backup, enough support? It's
a really hard question, that one. And over my journey in footy, teams have been criticised for not going in to support a player when they're getting tagged. But what's happening then a little bit, if you spend a lot of time doing that, you actually forget what the main focus is in a game of footy, and that's to win the ball and win on the scoreboard. The umpires are out there to adjudicate if what someone else is doing is illegal. They were there. They didn't adjudicate it that way. I was very happy that our guys stayed focused and we got the result.
Reports that there was phone calls made to AFL House or the umpiring department this week from Adelaide about Paddy's treatment towards Paddy. Was there...
Well, where were those reports made?
It was blokes on radio mentioned.
Wow. I'd be very careful if you think everything you heard on radio is exactly what happened.
So none of that, and there were no phone calls following up asking about...
Well,
what does this bloke have to do, or what
there was no phone call made from myself, the senior coach, and I know there was no phone call made from the head of football. So unless it was someone else, no call was made from the Adelaide Football Club.
Are you happy with the way that Paddy was treated, or that umpiring was made in relation to Paddy? He did seem to get a pretty rough deal with that.
No, that's the game, you know. One of the things in our game, the evolution of our game, and I don't like referring back to when I played in the dark old days, but you'd never even think of doing that stuff because you would have went off the ground on a stretcher. So it's just a different era that we play in now. Is that physicality? I'd rather think we highlight what David Mackay did today myself.
What did you think of his... I mean, he's not traditionally sort of thought of as a wet weather sort of a player, David Mackay. What did you think of his game?
I thought he was outstanding today. I was really happy with his game last week. Look, he's only a small frame guy, but what do you have? Do you have 13 tackles? Yeah, no, I thought he played really well. I was really happy with his performance.
All good, guys? Thanks very much.